What's up everyone, my name is Michael and welcome to Plain Concept. So in my last video about the DJI Action 2, I kind of already identified it to be almost a pretty much perfect camera for me when I'm riding on the bike. What I've done in the meantime, basically in between now and the previous video, is that I swapped out the big small rig case which was holding the display module and the camera in one cage, just for one that basically only holds the camera module. So I also have the option to securely mount this underneath my handlebars even without attaching the display module to it. What's cool with this cage is you can still magnetically connect the display module to it and have all the functionality there. You can also charge it up this way, of course, when you're riding, but if you just want to use the camera only, you still have some solid protection for it as well. And this is actually the use case how I'm planning to do it. I want to actually just mount the camera module underneath my handlebars, and then when the battery is running out, I'll go basically during a coffee break or something, I just pop out the display module, connect it, charge it up while I'm having coffee, and then take it off again and keep on riding. So one thing that I wanted to see if I can improve with this setup still is the audio side of things. So while the audio was kind of solid, especially when the cage was around it, it still needed quite a bit of post-processing to clean it up. So I wanted to see if I can basically somehow skip this step in post-processing and get better audio in camera while I'm talking on the bike. And for this, I wanted to give the DJI Mic a try. So this is basically the receiver of the DJI Mic system and the sender. So this normally mounts on top of your camera that you're filming with a little cable into your camera, and this then wirelessly connects to this one. You can also basically disconnect this plug thing if you're not outside or riding in the wind. You basically would just have this module, which has quite some smart mounting options to it, because what you can do here, you have this little magnet piece which you just put underneath the material or underneath the shirt that you're wearing, and then you can attach the microphone magnetically over the shirt without having to clip anything properly. Then you've seen it already comes with this little wind protection, which you basically just mount on top of the microphone and twist it with a 90-degree turn, and it kind of locks into place, so it also doesn't go anywhere there. The cool thing when using it with the DJI Action 2, the DJI Action 2 has a USB-C connector on the display module, which normally you use for charging, but you can also connect the receiver via USB-C to it. So how does this work? Normally the receiver has this little clip on the bottom, which is basically there to mount it into the holder into the hot or cold shoe, but you can also basically push this little thing out, this mount. There you go. And then we see those exposed pins on the bottom, and here you slide in a little USB-C connector. So you basically just align it, slide it into the slot, and now the cool thing is what you can do is, let me get the camera again. So now if you take your camera where you have the USB-C port here on the side, you basically just connect it via USB-C this way, and now you got wireless audio. And that's what we're about to try out now on the bike, so let's go. Okay, so I attached some rubber bands to the receiver, just in case, holding on strong. Let's see if it's not gonna fall off through those cobblestones here. Yep. And a pump. Super windy. Let's see if you can hear anything with the wind protection on the mic. Okay, so let me talk into the wind a little bit. Curious to hear how the audio sounds now, because it's very windy, but I mean the wind protection is on, so it should be fine, they said. Whoa, it's windy. So this is without selfie stick. Doesn't look as ridiculous as with one. Still super windy, but yeah, you got the little wind protection on here. Let's see if you can hear something this time. So the reason why I'm trying out this setup is that I'm going to Mallorca in a week, 1.5 weeks, and I want to document it a little bit, of course, but I don't want to be carrying around a big camera, and I also don't want to be carrying around this one and then figure out that you cannot hear anything.
So that's where this test is coming in. Let's keep riding. Okay, now I'm gonna try out something else. I'm gonna mount the camera itself to the little magnet clip on my chest. But for that, I need to take off the display module, which means the microphone receiver also needs to go. But I think I'll try to still get proper audio, because the cool thing about those DJI mics is that the sender also has internal storage. So we're going to be recording audio on this and then syncing it up in post. Yay, another step in post, but we do it for the content. So this is one perspective. Let me try out if I can mount this chest mount around my thigh somehow. So now the camera is mounted, I mean, let's call it where my jersey ends and where my bib shorts begin. I wonder if this angle is going to be interesting, or if you just end up seeing my nuggets. Yeah, I'm curious how that angle looks like, but I'm even more curious how audio sounds, if it was really worth that expensive mic. So now I mounted the camera pretty much as high up on my chest as possible with the strap. Let's see if that gives us a better angle.
Okay, so what's the verdict? I gotta say, I really love this little mic. As you see, I already also swapped out my little shotgun mic for this one, so I'm gonna use this wherever I can. Definitely gonna take this out on the bike. Was super impressed how that wind protection worked, because it was actually super windy. I think I mentioned that a couple of times in the video. And yeah, audio is very, very clear. So definitely happy with that purchase. And yeah, if you like this kind of bike-related tech content, consider giving this video a like. Maybe subscribe. There are gonna be some bike build videos coming up soon once I'm back from Mallorca, but also a bunch of Mallorca riding content coming up in the channel as well. So I wish you a happy weekend, and see you in the next one. Bye.